Over 60 and drinking coffee every morning for energy? What if I told you cacao might be even better? Not just for energy, but for actually rebuilding your muscles too. Which one should you really choose after 60? I am going to show you the real difference between cacao and coffee for your body after 60, which one delivers the energy you need, and which one actually supports muscle health. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which morning drink works best for your goals, or if you should be combining both. This is not just about taste preferences, it is about choosing the right fuel for your aging body. Here is what most seniors do not realize. Coffee and cacao work on completely different systems in your body. One gives you quick energy, but does nothing for your muscles. The other provides gentler energy while actually helping your muscles use protein more effectively. As a nutrition researcher who has helped over 700 people over 60 optimize their morning routines, I have discovered something fascinating. The seniors who switch from coffee to cacao often report not just better energy, but less muscle weakness and stiffness. And the combination method I will share at the end has been giving my clients the energy boost of coffee plus the muscle building support of cacao. But let me start with the problem most of you are facing right now. Let me guess what your mornings look like. You wake up feeling stiff and tired. Your legs feel weak when you get out of bed. You need that first cup of coffee just to feel human, but even then, your energy crashes by mid-morning, and you are dealing with muscle weakness that seems to get worse every year. Sound familiar? Here is what is really happening after 60. Your body loses muscle mass at an accelerating rate, up to 8% per decade. At the same time, your energy systems become less efficient, and inflammation increases throughout your body. That is why some seniors stick religiously to their morning coffee for that energy jolt. Others are discovering cacao and swearing it is better for overall vitality. But here is the confusion I hear repeatedly. Are they really different? Does it matter which one I choose? The truth is, they work in completely opposite ways in your body. And choosing the right one, or the right combination, could make the difference between maintaining your strength and independence or watching them slip away. Comment coffee if you are team coffee, or cacao if you are curious about cacao. I want to see where everyone stands. But first, let me show you exactly what coffee is and is not doing for your muscles after 60. Before we go on, drop a comment with your city and country. And by the way, I put together a complete senior's guide to supplements that can boost your energy and well-being. Links in the first comment. Let us start with coffee, since most of you are already drinking it. Coffee's main active ingredient is caffeine, and here's exactly what it does in your body after 60. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain, which instantly makes you feel more alert and energized. For many seniors, this translates to having the motivation to get moving, taking walks, doing household tasks, maybe even light exercise. That mental boost is real and valuable. Michael, who is 72, told me, without my morning coffee, I would probably stay in bed until noon. It gets me going every single day. Coffee can also improve physical performance temporarily. Studies show it can increase endurance and reduce perceived effort during activities. For a senior who needs motivation to stay active, this is genuinely helpful. But here is what coffee will not do. It contains virtually zero nutrients that directly support muscle health, repair, or growth. And here are coffee's downsides for many seniors. The energy is short-lived, usually 2 to 4 hours before you crash. Some people experience jitters, anxiety, or sleep problems. Coffee can also raise blood pressure and increase heart rate, which might be concerning if you already have cardiovascular issues. Most importantly, coffee does nothing to address the underlying muscle loss that is happening in your body after 60. It gives you energy to move, but it does not give your muscles the tools they need to maintain or rebuild strength. Comment crash if you experience afternoon energy crashes with coffee. Now, if coffee is all about quick energy with no muscle support, cacao works in the exact opposite way. And what it does for your muscles might surprise you. Here is where cacao gets really interesting for people over 60. I am talking about raw cacao powder, not hot chocolate mix. This is ground cacao beans with all their natural compounds intact. Here's a statistic that amazed me. Cacao contains over 300 different bioactive compounds. Coffee, mainly just caffeine. We are talking about completely different levels of nutritional complexity. First, cacao is packed with flavonoids, especially epicatechin. Here is what epicatechin does that is crucial for seniors. It helps your muscles use protein more effectively. Think of it as making your muscle-building machinery work better. If protein is like building materials for your muscles, epicatechin is like hiring a better construction crew that actually knows how to use those materials efficiently. Second, cacao improves blood circulation through nitric oxide production. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles when they need repair and rebuilding. Third, cacao is loaded with antioxidants that fight the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle loss after 60. We are talking about compounds that actually slow down the muscle breakdown process. Let me tell you about Jessica, who is 69. Jessica had been drinking coffee for decades, but started feeling increasingly stiff and weak. When she switched to cacao, just 1 teaspoon in hot water every morning, she noticed something interesting within 3 weeks. Jessica told me, "The energy was gentler than coffee, but I felt less stiff getting out of bed." After 2 months, my physical therapist commented that my muscle tone looked better. Now, cacao does contain some caffeine, but much less than coffee, about 20 milligrams per teaspoon versus 95 milligrams in a cup of coffee. So you get mild energy support without the jitters or crash. Here is what cacao will not do. It will not give you that immediate energy jolt that coffee provides. The energy is more subtle and sustained. Also, raw cacao has a bitter, earthy taste that takes some getting used to. Comment muscles. If muscle weakness is your biggest concern right now. So now you understand the fundamental difference. But how do you decide which one your body needs most? Let me give you a simple decision framework based on what I have learned from working with hundreds of seniors. Choose coffee if your main problem is lack of motivation and energy to get moving in the morning. If you need that mental kick to start your day, get to the gym, or tackle your activities, coffee's immediate energy boost is valuable. Coffee is also better if you are already maintaining your muscle mass well and just need energy support. Choose cacao if your main concerns are muscle weakness, stiffness, or gradual loss of strength. If you want something that supports your body's muscle building processes while providing gentler energy, cacao is your better choice. It is also ideal if coffee makes you jittery or interferes with your sleep. But here is what I have discovered. Most people over 60 do not have just one of these problems. You might need the motivation boost and the muscle support. So what do you do when you want both immediate energy and long-term muscle health? Do you have to choose sides? Comment both if you are dealing with both energy and muscle issues. This is where the combination approach comes in, and it has been giving remarkable results to my clients. Here's what many of my most successful clients are doing. They are combining coffee and cacao to get both immediate energy and muscle support. The formula is simple. Your regular cup of coffee plus 1 teaspoon of raw cacao powder. You get coffee's quick energy boost along with cacao's muscle-supporting compounds. Here is exactly how to do it. Brew your coffee as usual. While it is hot, add 1 teaspoon of cacao powder and stir vigorously, or blend for 10 seconds to avoid clumps. The result is a rich, slightly chocolatey coffee that works on multiple levels in your body. What is fascinating is that coffee and cacao actually enhance each other. Coffee's caffeine can improve your body's absorption of cacao's beneficial compounds. Meanwhile, cacao's antioxidants help protect against some of coffee's potentially harsh effects. The flavor combination is actually quite pleasant. You get coffee's familiar taste with a rich, earthy chocolate undertone. Many people tell me it tastes like an expensive mocha without the sugar. Some clients go even further and add a scoop of collagen peptides to this combination. Then you have energy, plus muscle support, plus building blocks for joints and connective tissue. Comment combo if you are interested in trying the combination approach. But let me tell you about Robert's transformation, because his results show exactly why this approach can be so powerful. Robert is 68 and had been a coffee lover his entire adult life. But Robert was struggling with 2 problems. He needed coffee's energy boost to function in the morning, but the afternoon crashes were getting worse, and he was noticing increasing muscle weakness in his legs and arms. Robert's doctor had mentioned sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and suggested he needed to be more proactive about maintaining his strength. That is when Robert reached out to me. I suggested Robert try adding just 1 teaspoon of cacao to his regular morning coffee for 30 days. Nothing else changed. Same coffee, same routine, just added cacao. The first 2 weeks, Robert noticed the taste was different but pleasant. He felt his energy was more stable, less of that mid-morning peak and crash cycle he was used to. By week 3, something more interesting happened. Robert told me he felt less stiff when getting out of his chair and his morning walks felt easier. He was not sure if it was the cacao or just coincidence. After 2 months of the coffee-cacao combination, Robert's physical therapist noticed improved muscle tone during a routine assessment. Robert said, "I'm not just getting through my day anymore, I'm actually feeling stronger." Robert's story illustrates why the combination works so well. You do not have to give up coffee's benefits to gain cacao's muscle support. You can have both. Let me give you exact implementation strategies for whichever approach you choose. If you choose coffee only, stick with 1 to 2 cups maximum per day, preferably before noon to avoid sleep interference. Choose organic coffee when possible, and be mindful of added sugars or creamers that can cause energy spikes and crashes. If you choose cacao only, start with 1 teaspoon of raw, unsweetened cacao powder in hot water or plant milk. You can gradually increase to 1 tablespoon if you want stronger effects. Take it in the morning for sustained energy throughout the day. If you choose the combination, add 1 teaspoon of cacao powder to your regular coffee. Start with half a teaspoon if you are sensitive to new additions, then increase to a full teaspoon after a few days. For cacao, choose raw, organic, unsweetened powder. Avoid processed cocoa powder or anything with added sugars. For coffee, organic is preferable to minimize pesticide exposure. Whatever you choose, consume it with or after breakfast, rather than on an empty stomach. This helps with absorption and reduces any potential digestive sensitivity. Give any new approach at least 2 to 3 weeks to evaluate effectiveness. Coffee's effects are immediate, but cacao's muscle-supporting benefits build over time. Comment quality. If you want me to share specific brand recommendations in a future video. Before we wrap up, let me share the 3 biggest mistakes I see people make with both coffee and cacao. First, adding too much sugar or sweeteners. This creates blood sugar spikes that actually worsen energy crashes and can interfere with muscle protein synthesis. If you need sweetness, try a small amount of stevia or monk fruit. Second, expecting immediate muscle results from cacao. Unlike coffee's instant energy effect, cacao's muscle benefits accumulate over weeks and months. Be patient and consistent. Third, drinking either coffee or cacao too late in the day. Even cacao's small amount of caffeine can interfere with sleep if consumed after 2 p.m., and quality sleep is crucial for muscle recovery after 60. Do not abandon whichever approach you choose too quickly. I recommend committing to any new routine for at least 30 days to see true results. Let me bring this all together for you. Coffee excels at providing quick mental and physical energy that can motivate you to stay active. It is perfect if your main challenge is getting moving in the morning. Cacao works differently. It provides gentler energy while actively supporting muscle health through improved protein utilization, better circulation, and reduced inflammation. It is ideal if muscle weakness and stiffness are your primary concerns. The combination approach gives you both immediate energy and long-term muscle support, making it the choice for seniors dealing with both energy and strength issues. Remember, the best choice is the one that addresses your specific needs and that you can stick with consistently. Your morning drink routine should support both your immediate energy needs and your long-term health goals. And remember, if you want to dive deeper, I've left a complete senior's guide to supplements in the first comment. Simple, practical, and it's only available for a limited time. So here is my challenge for you. Based on what you learned today, pick your approach and commit to it for exactly 30 days. That is long enough to experience real benefits, but manageable enough to stay consistent. Which do you prefer in your morning cup? Coffee for quick energy, cacao for muscle support, or both together for comprehensive benefits? Tell me in the comments below and share what your biggest energy or muscle concern is right now. If this video helped you understand the real difference between these options, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I create new content every week specifically for people over 60 who want to maintain their strength and energy naturally. And do not miss my next video where I will show you the coffee habits that actually stop muscle loss after 60, including some surprising additions that most people never think of. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.